What's up, YouTubers? Rich from 2RC Productions here, and this week's video is going to be a car that I have not showcased at all. In fact, when I did my collection video, I had a video where I shot my car collection at that time, and I actually skipped over this one, and I realized it in the video. But you're looking at a pretty sweet-looking laser-etched light 2RC Productions, as you can see in front of you. And Josh Hanna from Midlife RC had sent me this. For those of you that don't know, his father-in-law has a laser machine. Actually, his company is on there. It's hard to read it, but I think it's DJ Lasercraft is his company. And he makes all kinds of specialty items. And he sent some cool stuff out for the whole family. I sent the stretch box out to him, and as a token of appreciation, he sent me back this stuff, which was very unnecessary. He didn't have to do that. But these gifts are absolutely phenomenal. He made some laser jewelry for my wife, and then gave my daughter a Tinkerbell light, my older son Richie a Bears light, my son Ryan a Seahawks light, and he sent me this. So this light just looks incredible. It's only there temporarily because I have to figure out exactly where I'm going to put it, because I want to put it in the right spot. But anyway, thanks a lot, Josh, for making that thing for me. It looks awesome. And I'll have it shine. I figured I'd have it shining here while I'm talking to you here. So what I'm going to showcase now is a Duratrax vehicle. And a lot of you have had Duratrax vehicles in the past. You might have some now. And basically Duratrax is into parts now. They kind of specialize in parts, chargers, batteries. Their batteries are excellent, chargers are excellent, paint. But as far as vehicles, they've kind of went to the wayside. And I've gradually watched over the years how they just kept fading away. Their models just kept fading away one after another. They'd leave. They had some really cool stuff. They had crawlers, and they had a dirt bike, you know, the big scale dirt bike, and buggies, and, you know, stadium trucks. They had a couple of trail rigs, and they just got rid of everything. And basically all they have, I think they still make the Evader and a 2.4 brushless version, but I'm not sure. They might not even make that anymore. They've been fading them away. I saw one of them left in a hobby shop not too long ago when I was buying my Wheelie King, and I saw it sitting there, and I knew it was sitting there for some time. This one is the EXT2. This is the update. They had the EXT1, which Ryan has that. I'll show you that real quick just to give you a quick look of it. It's a very similar car. This is the EXT1. Pan the camera away so you can see it. And basically, the differences between the two is they had some upgrades. On the EXT2, they both came with the 20-turn Photon Speed 2 brush motor. Not the most durable motor, not the fastest, not the most torquey, but does the job. If you needed to replace this motor, it's like 14 bucks or something. I mean, it's dirt cheap. It gives it decent power with it geared right with a 7-cell. So what they did was they changed the body. They updated the body a little bit, changed the graphics. They went to these black wheels, these road tires. They went to these, which are cool looking wheels, cool looking tires. They changed the shocks. There was a real weak point on them was the cap. They changed the cap to aluminum, which it's still plastic body shock. So really the weakest point, if the cap don't break and there's enough pressure on it, it's going to snap the body. But they upgraded that. It's got full ball bearings all the way around, which is cool. It's a nice little add-on. They upgraded the speed controller to the Sprint. The other one had the Sprint too. The Sprint is capable of running 7-cell, which is nice, and it's a decent speed controller. It works better. They changed the hold down on it because the other one had a real crummy hold down. Or actually, there wasn't a hold down; it was Velcroed. So they came up with a little strap here, and they updated the battery hold down. It's a lot better battery hold down than the other one had. This one works a lot nicer. So there's a few differences, which was nice that they were upgrading. This had that Stress Tech, guaranteed plastic, not to break and everything. And really, the only thing that this car hasn't been driven a ton. This was actually bought for my wife, and she drove it a couple times, and it was too fast for her, and she was crashing, so she didn't want to drive it. And I drove it a few times. I actually drove it most of the time. And Ryan's got a lot more use, and Richie's buggy got a lot more use than this one. But I had taken a motor out a long time ago when I was doing a video on brush motor maintenance, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to pop the motor back in this thing, clean it up a little bit, oil the motor up, and do a little run sample video of this thing. They don't make it anymore. It's a piece of history now in the RC world. and it is a pretty cool vehicle. It's weak point. I mean, the gearbox is very basic. There's a couple gears. It's got a slipper clutch on it. Its real weak point is if you take a hit in the back, and the rods pop out of the cup. There's little springs in there that hold these drive shafts. They kind of keep them floating back and forth. It keeps tension on them. If you hit it hard, the drive shaft will pop out and the spring will go bye-bye, and you'll never find it because it's microscopic. So I had to order some extra ones just in case. But if you drive it within reason, you could do jumping with it. It runs in the dirt. It actually has reasonable power, and it was meant for an entry-level vehicle for the beginner. It actually works really well. This one doesn't even have a 2.4 gigahertz radio. It has the old Tactic TTX 200. You know, now they have the TTX 300, which I'll show you was a major update from this thing. This is the TTX 300, the three channel that you guys, most of you are aware of. It's $49 radio. I mean, it works phenomenal. 3-channel, very comfortable, cool design. This is the old school 27 megahertz with the big antenna, smack your buddy antenna. And it's just as basic as it gets. I had thrown out the other ones that had come with this. This is the last one. I had kept it because I wanted to keep one intact like they came from the factory. I wanted to keep one. I didn't want to change all the radios out. So this radio still works. It's the better of the three. And I will give you a run video. So I want to thank everybody for watching, subscribing, commenting on the videos. We're at 1,526 subscribers, I think, right now, which is awesome. I haven't been involved as much in the channel as I would like. Summer is very busy for me with work and doing stuff with the family, and I also do mess with real cars. So I haven't had the time that I normally do, but obviously in the fall that'll change, and through winter it'll get a little better. We've been missing a few weeks. Normally I was putting a video up every week. Now we're putting them up, you know, every other week. Some weeks I'm putting one a week, and then I might miss a week. But don't worry, we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep doing more stuff. And obviously as the fall comes, I'll be centering on more vehicles. The Blackfoot re-release 2016 is coming real soon, and I pre-ordered that. So obviously when that comes in, I'm going to be showcasing the heck out of that vehicle. Unboxing, build video, the whole deal. For those of you that enjoy our build videos, I get pretty in detail with the build videos. So, all right, well, we're going to get on and run footage. I'm not going to kill you with a ton of run footage. I'm just going to give you a little sample run of this thing outside so you can see what it's all about. And thanks for watching. Took a pretty hard jump there, and it got a little more airborne than I thought, and flipped about 3 times, and then you can hear there's a little, the gearbox, it sounds like to me that when it hit, for whatever reason, the motor moved and tightened up the backlash, the gear mesh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go adjust it, because I know that's what happened. It seems like it tightened up. I'm going to loosen up a little bit. We'll come back and continue. Alright, YouTubers, that's what it was. For some reason, when it took an impact, it landed hard on this rear bumper. You can see there's a mark there. It flipped pretty hard there. It chipped the aluminum a little bit. And it rolled like 3 times, bam, 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 on the concrete. That's one thing about jumping. Most of the time when I jump, I put the ramp over the grass just to try not to destroy stuff. But right away, I could tell the difference. And when the gear mesh gets real tight, obviously it causes friction, which causes heat, which causes your gears to wear, which causes your motor to wear, because the motor has to work harder, which causes your battery to heat up because it's trying to push the motor's straining. So right away I could hear the sound change, and you have to be able to identify that stuff. If I would have just kept running, I probably would end up burning the motor out. So you'll be able to tell there's that happy medium with the gear mesh, and I cover that in one of my gearing videos, that it's a happy medium. You have to be right in the right spot for it to not slip and strip, but not be too tight to where it binds. And you want everything to be moving freely. Think of it this way: if you're pushing these gears together super tight and then trying to roll them, it's not going to be as fast either. And this truck really, for a brush motor, stock motor and everything with the 7-cell runs pretty darn good. So we'll continue the footage here. I'll give you a high-speed run, and then we'll do a couple more of those. YouTubers, hope you enjoyed the sample run of the Duratrax Evader EXT. It's a really cool car. It's fun, decent power. I was losing gear mesh. It happened a couple times, and then you got to be careful not to over tighten them because you strip the motors out on the threads. But it seemed to be holding towards the end. For some reason, the motor's kind of slipping around, so I might have to put some Loctite on them. But really fun car, truck. It's a decent platform. You might be able to find them on eBay or something, pretty cheap now because obviously they don't make them anymore. But just wanted to share a little run video and footage. And please don't forget to rate, subscribe, and comment. No particular order. Rich from 2RC Productions signing out. Thanks for watching.